back to Build Proportion Lab at DevOps Belgium 2024. And my next guest is Anna Chernyshova. Welcome.
Hello.
And you might know Anna from different conferences and a lot of stuff that you did. And now you're with Test Containers?
Yeah.
With Docker, should I say?
That's correct, yes.
And so yes, it's been a year since Docker acquired Test Containers, and we obviously heard a lot about it from Sergey and from Oleg and from the wonderful people at Test Containers. But I also wanted to hear your perspective of kind of what's new, what we should expect from the wonderful integration between Test Containers and Docker, the technology that enables Test Containers,
Yep.
and where it's going.
Yeah, sure. I will be happy to share. So, first of all, Test Containers is open source. It's open source. We have maintainers in Docker. They are Docker employees right now. They joined with acquisition. There are a lot of work going on in Java, in Go. Like in Java, for example, we introduced Confluent Kafka support recently. A lot of people was waiting for it, so yeah, it's available right now. And with Test Containers Cloud, which is the product, is now provisioned by Docker. We will have integration with all Docker plans since November 15. Yeah, so it will be included, like some amount of minutes will be included in the subscription, so it will be available for every Docker customer, which is nice.
So basically, if you have Docker desktop, you will also have Test Containers desktop as a part of it, which is very cool. Yep, considering that a lot of companies, most of the companies use Docker desktop, to having this access will be very, very useful. And in terms of features, what new in desktop, in Test Container desktop?
Features, we have services that you can set up with Test Containers desktop. For example, if you want to have static connection to the database, you can do it through the application right now. Because by default, Test Containers start services on the random port. If you don't want to take a look at the logs for what port is in use, you can go with static connection. You can freeze containers after tests are done, so they will live for some time. And you can just investigate what's going on inside of containers, debug the things, so on. This is available in Test Containers desktop. And with the clouds, we're just looking for opportunities with bring your own cloud, because we have a lot of enterprise customers who want to have our data plane in their system. So we are looking into that direction right now.
That's exciting. So how it's going to look like? You can run Test Containers Cloud in a private cloud of any company, as long as they are compatible with like the Amazon or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's correct. So our system is pretty distributed. So it will be possible in the future for customers to run cloud infrastructure in their cloud.
That's very cool. That's very cool. What else is new? What else is exciting? What should we expect to get out of Test Containers more than just the usual open source usage that we do?
I can talk a bit about the GenAI stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Always talk about GenAI stuff.
We have Ollama module, and there is a blog post posted by our team recently that describes how you can run Hugging Face models with Ollama using Test Containers. You can launch the Ollama module, have the data there. You can build image out of the 10 and reuse this image across the test run, so you don't need to pull the model every time you start testing, which is pretty convenient. And another use case that you can achieve with Test Containers, so the testing of GenAI stack, You can basically run agents using test containers, and you can use one agent to test another agent. And this can be done all locally using just test containers.
Now this is very exciting and very hype-ish, right?
Yes.
With all the hype around generative AI, obviously, and especially for development, and a lot of companies do a lot of stuff using custom models. Now you can actually test with test containers as it was another service.
Yes, that's true. And like still developers try to figure out what's the best way of testing the models. Like if you build some custom models that you said. There is no golden path yet, but we are moving forward step by step with achieving it. So yeah. If you're working on Gen AI, try test containers.
Yeah, and everybody are working with Gen AI in this role or another. Anna, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was very, very interesting, and today we learned, especially obviously the Gen AI, but also the integration with Docker Desktop. So it's like new breakthrough work and also just pure convenience.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And you folks stay tuned for more episodes of the Build Promotion Lab at DevOps Belgium 2024 soon. Bye-bye.